Hey guys, how are you today? There is stuff going on the internet about Putin and what he said about American foods. And what is the main point there? That he said that most of the Americans they eat so-called Soylent green, which is which comes from a movie called Soylent Green, a futuristic movie about what people is going to eat from in the future. Actually, it doesn't matter what, but if it gives you calories. Whoever remembers another movie was with Jonathan Price and Robert De Niro years ago. It was called Brazil. One of the best movies actually ever done. And this is what the thing is. The same thing was there years ago. That for the nearest future, in a not post-apocalyptic, but in a way place where there's a lot of tyranny, and the movie Brazil, people will go in a restaurant and they will receive like a menu, and you have to order from the menu, and this menu will nothing else but some kind of a greenish substance that is really heavily flavored for the order you have. If you want a steak, they will give you that smells like steak or smells like fish, and so on and so on. You see what I mean? So the orange green is another. I think it's yellow. In the future, will made from so-called human flesh. It was an idea about it long time ago again in the movie Atlas with Tom Hanks. I've been poisoned 2 years and a half ago. It's gonna be in August, actually 3 years, and sometimes I have a hiccups, and that's why. Anyway, so what I would suggest about the entire thing, you see, we don't know. I'm not talking about human food, human flesh or stuff like this. I'm talking about the, you know, we don't know. Sure, we don't know what is in burgers. About 10, 15 years ago, there was a talk that not here in the States, but there was one guy caught in Asia. It's one of the small countries that actually will he would add uh, uh, like wood, cheap wood that it's grained really fine, which increase the weight of the burger. But it would not, because it's an additive that it's done with mixed with real meat, and even cannot notice what it is. And adding of grain products to meat as meatballs and so on is done not just lately, it's done like for centuries. So the texture of stuff sometimes can be deceiving what we eat. So what I would do is, as I said, I'm currently in a very bad, dire situation because I was robbed of my apartment in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am, as I said, when I'm here, when I have money, because I'm getting my social security, and when I have money, I stay in a hotel. When I don't, I sleep in my car. So I'm not exactly in a position to do a lot of stuff, but it's going to the better side. I'm fixing my stuff, and I hope getting more money, and my Atlanta apartment can be. Oh, it's already sold, so let's see what's going to happen. But the deal is this: the you have to learn to cook yourself. It's cheaper, and it's safer because you know what's going in your food. What I was doing for a long time is this: I would just, you see, I'm actually a trained professional cook. I have hotel and restaurant management degree, and part of the degree was a culinary school. Okay, Plus, I worked as a private chef for a while, like part time, because it doesn't pay much, I kind of stay away from it. But my point here is this: if you know how to cook, you will be the actually the best. Then there is a choosing of a product of meat, for instance. I cannot live without meat, and of course, the steak is great, but lately it becomes unbelievably expensive. And again, if you try cheaper meat, you don't know where the cheaper meat comes from. So what I would suggest is, from my own experience, try goat and lamb. Even though for a lot of people it's kind of a people don't like it, but there is very interesting stuff. When you're talking about lamb and goats and lamb, they don't eat whatever they're scared of. You can put very unorganic product in front of them, they will not eat it, but they will eat the grass and whatever they're supposed to eat. So that's why actually one of the reasons lambs and goat are so expensive, because they're harder to raise, because they eat only what they feel is good for them, and it's that, like animal, it's an instinct. It's correct. So, and then a lot of people switch to just plain vegetables, which is great. The butter is good. This is what I do. Unfortunately, as I said, when I ended up in the car, when I have money, I stay in the motel or a hotel. When I don't have money, I stay in the car. And more times, I need to do this. I need to just simply eat something that I don't cook. This is where Costco helps. Okay, Costco and national products. The Why national products? National products are affiliated with specific nations, and specific nations that do not allow their food to be contaminated with specific additives and preservatives, or even completely eliminate specific types of food. So if you take Jewish kosher, I'm not Jewish, but I avoid, if there's just regular products, if I don't know where they come from, and there is a kosher product, I will take kosher product, even if it's going to be like 50 cents more expensive. Okay. Remember the movie with John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson, the damn, I just lost it. Okay, anyway, and he was talking about bacon, and he said, "What, you're Jewish? You don't eat bacon?" No, you don't have to be Jewish not to eat bacon. So my point is, again, I repeat stuff. It's up to you, whatever you eat. But if you eat products that are not just kosher, for instance, but halal, the same thing. They don't allow specific stuff to be put in their products. So if you see some of the stuff, I would buy it just because for myself, not to make somebody else's money. I am talking about, you see more and more garbage. It's being put in our food to look. At the same time, there are institutes and organizations that play with the taste. And what they do, they just develop specific taste and ask people to eat stuff and see how those people react. And some people love it. And what they do after, they take these oils and taste, and they put it in this green, whatever garbage it is, and it smells like steak. It smells like the different type of products. That's why the only person who can stop it for you, it's you.